So I've taken the cover off of the back of my laptop. This is a 2013, late 2013 MacBook Pro. You can see the lithium batteries are swelling. They're turning into little pillows. They should be flat, but the electrolyte over time off-gases, and they just get bigger and bigger and bigger until they actually push out and cause problems and damage things. Or cause fires, whatever. I mean, these probably aren't going to catch on fire or anything, but they will get to the point where they won't fit in the container anymore. So I'm going to replace them. I guess you just peel this sticker off, undo them. Okay, I'm starting to take my batteries out. I'm not using string like the guy on the internet. I'm using a credit card. And what I've done is I've just poured a little strong isopropyl back behind the batteries. Just keep it up so you don't get any of it on the board or anything. Make sure you've unplugged the connector here. Take the sticker off and unplug the connector. But you just gently pour a little bit of rubbing alcohol behind the batteries, and then take a credit card and kind of work on it and go in from behind. Get it behind here. And then just pick at the glue. Pick at the glue. See? Because the alcohol will loosen the adhesives that are holding the battery packs in. If you just put a drop or two on the credit card, it'll flow back behind onto the adhesive that's hanging up. And you just keep working it with the credit card and let the glue soften from the alcohol. I've seen a picture, I sketched it out on the internet, somebody else who'd done it, and this is what the glue kind of looks like behind each battery. There's like chair-shaped ones on these outer ones and top and bottom squares. Then there's three long ones and these big fat ones here. So there's 1, 2, 3. And you just gotta loosen them up with your credit card. Keep poking and putting solvent, poking, putting solvent. Okay, the battery is loose. I got the credit card behind the battery pack, and out it comes. Yep, look at that. So, shoot, I wish I had known that. I probably wouldn't have needed to buy their little kit, because I already had the screwdriver to get inside the computer. So isopropyl works just fine. Isopropyl in a credit card seems to work really well. Just get in there and then might as well clean off all this adhesive before we put the new batteries in. Put a little isopropyl and scrape off all this. So I'm finding to get this adhesive off. Getting it wet with the alcohol first. Put a little bit of alcohol in there and soften it. And then just take this credit card and dig away at it. Seems to work pretty well. Okay. Just kind of pick it off. Don't put too much alcohol in here. You don't want to soak anything, but you want to soak the glue, but not your circuit boards and stuff. There you go. See? Okay, I got all the glue off. Everything's clean. This is ready to have the new battery put on. I did scuff this a little with a Scotch-Brite thing. It kind of started taking the bluing or blacking anodizing off, so I just stopped a second I saw that happening. But I did get all the glue off. So the final thing to do is just take one more wipe down with a nice soft rag and do alcohol and get it all spotless. And then you're ready to stick your battery in. Alright, the battery came. So I've got tools here. Look at all the stuff that comes in it. You get screwdrivers and tweezers and a little poker thing, and then credit card. See, credit card, that's what I already did. Some gloves, some cool safety glasses, that's fun. But the important thing is this. Oh yeah, you also get this, the adhesive remover, but of course we've already done that with just isopropyl, and if you read it, it says acetone and isopropyl. So there you go. You could just skip that deal if you already have the screwdrivers and whatnot, and buy this battery from them. So there it is, little battery. Looks right. 2 big ones, narrower one, and the side ones. Yep, that should work. Same connector. Looks good. And I actually made a sticker I'm going to put on it that says new battery 12/8/22. That way I'll know, or whoever gets my computer when I die, or whatever becomes of my computer, they'll know what's up with this battery when it was put in. Then I actually, because I'm so OCD, I made one for the thermal thing too, repasted 12/9/22, because I figure that's when the thermal paste will get here. So anyway, we just got to stick this in. Pretty easy. All you got to do is, oh, it's got sticky stuff already on them, so you just pull this off, I guess, and stuff it in. Okay, we're just going to test with this. Here we go. It goes there. Oh yeah, that looks good. Lines up with the holes, lines up with the connector. Yeah, I think we're in business. So if everything's clean, wiped everything down with alcohol, got all the debris out, peel off the liner. Wonderful. Well, let's go from this side. Wow, for whatever reason, this one does not want to release. Dig off their liner. There we go. Wonderful. Okay. Get this right, because you only get one shot. You got to tuck it under these little tabs here, like so. Line up the screw holes, like so, and down you go. Push down on all the batteries, hook up your connector. Actually, I'm going to leave my connector disconnected because I've still got to repaste. Okay, I've removed the heat sink from the CPUs. You can see all the chalky, dead heat transfer paste. That's what we're renewing, because, you know, that's almost a decade old now. I wouldn't be relying on that to do a lot of heat transfer. So I'm going to take a little isopropyl on a Q-tip and kind of swab all that off. And yeah, same with the heat sink. Clean that off real good. And then squirt on some new NT2 thermal transfer paste. Just a little, you know. Okay, I've got the chips cleaned off. They look pretty good. I might wipe them again with a dry Q-tip just to make sure I get everything, all that grease. Now we'll do the heat sink. That's right. So you just want to get all this junk off. Just wipe it away. Get all the old paste off. See how chalky it is and dry. That's why we're doing it. If it's dry and dust, it ain't really exchanging much heat, is it? They say that this stuff's only good for 2 or 3 years. I couldn't imagine having to do this every 3 or 4 years. Take a computer apart and re-grease it. Alright. The Noctua H2 thermal paste has arrived. N2H2 is the further improved second generation of Noctua's award-winning hybrid thermal compound. Combining the iconic NTH1's proven features, superb ease of use, and renowned long-term stability with a novel fine-tuned formula of microparticles for even better thermal performance, NTH2 is an enthusiast-grade paste for the highest demands. Whether it's air or water-based cooling, CPU or GPU applications, overclocking or silent systems, NTH2 will consistently deliver outstanding results. And thanks to the included cleaning wipes, it's just as easy to remove as it comes with cleaning wipes. So we can hit those surfaces one more time with this stuff, I guess. Here are the instructions. If there's any residue of thermal paste from the previous installation on the heat sink, please clean that off first. Thanks to its excellent spreading properties, there's no need to manually spread NTH2 before installing the cooler. Simply apply a small dot of paste onto the CPU. Multiple dots for larger CPUs. Oh look, and they've got a little diagram. Okay, got this all spiffed up, got all the old paste off. And then these little cooling fins, it's really good to blow through them. Just take them up to your lips and whoosh, blow through all that dirt. Or if you got compressed air in a can, whatever, do that. Just clean out those fins. Make sure there's no dirt in those fins, because that's the heat exchanger. There we go. Here we go. Boop. 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 More than enough. So there's the pasting. I put the paste on, thinned it out, distributed it a little bit. Pulled these rubber things out from the fans. Okay. Make sure your heat shield's clean. Or not a heat shield, but a heat distributor. Okay. Just set it down. It's got to kind of tuck under over here. Okay, we got the 4 around this CPU down. Just got to tighten them down. Distribute the load. You don't need much of that transfer compound because well, anyone who's glued flat surfaces together knows it all gets squeezed out. Two flat surfaces mating together, squeeze it out. Get it started. There we go. And with your finger, you gotta get this one bent down while you screw it in. Because it wants to throw that little screw. See? Just like that. Do the same on this side. Okay. And you push down with this. Get this other screw in. There we go. Just make sure they're snug. Boy, they're a lot slimmer than the old puffy ones for sure. And then you just move this connector into the groove, I guess. Maybe I will do it. There's that. And on. There you go. You gotta put the screws back here and here. One here. So we're done inside. We can put it back together. Just make sure everything's dust free. You don't have any cat hair, whatever, in your computer. Just put your lid on. Good. Start putting your screws in around the perimeter. And remember, there's 2 short ones that go up high. These use a different size Torx, the outside case screws are a different size. So I've labeled my tools cover and Mac interior, that way I know which one's which. With these little screws go on the outside here. It's good to alternate them. And then the little screws go up here, 2.3 millimeter. Go up here. I'm not really sure why, maybe just so they don't stick out into the vents. Could be. Okay, so according to the instructions from iFixit, you charge your battery up to 100%. And when you see the green indicator come on here, you go another 2 hours. So cook the new battery for another 2 hours on the charger. Then you'll disconnect this guy and you'll use your computer on battery power until you get the warning to shut it down because it's running out of battery power. And then you've conditioned your battery. You're all set to go. And then from then on, I think what I'm going to do is actually use the batteries. Instead of keeping it plugged in all the time, when this turns green, I will disconnect it and run it off battery power. And then when they get low, charge them again. That kind of thing. And see if I get longer battery life. I mean, I did pretty good. I mean, 9 years out of lithium is pretty darn good, but I think this might be better to let it cycle and do like it's supposed to. Hear that? It's clicking. It's not pushing against the little pillow. Those batteries were so bad. Yeah, this is great. This is going to be really nice. So that's pretty much it. That's how you put new batteries in your 2013 MacBook Pro 15-inch Retina. New batteries and repasting. Okay, thanks for watching. Be well.